Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca Shelley, and today I will present to you my persuasive speech for adjustment and revision of high school start times. Think back to your high school and teenage years. Would you have considered 5:15 a.m. a little early? Would you have considered arriving on your high school campus at 6:45 a.m. in the morning a little excessive? Well, among today's high school students, this is a common occurrence. Although statistics alone will support the need for the adjustment and the revision of the high school start times, I do have a high school freshman who struggles every morning with getting up at 5:15 in the morning and being on campus by 6:45 a.m. So today I will offer my audience the information needed to support the revision and the adjustment of high school start times. These adjustments will allow students to arrive on campus well rested, more attentive, and in a safer environment. So let's take a look at the statistics. Now, according to the National Sleep Foundation, teens require 9 1/4 hours of sleep per night in order to perform at their highest abilities. Now, taking into account their hectic schedule with homework and sports and things like that, the National Sleep Foundation reports that on average, students only receive 7 hours of sleep per night. Ultimately, this means that students are arriving on campus sleep deprived. Janet Goff, a representative for the CDC, states that school start times are so early that teens are essentially arriving on campus into their first period class brain dead. She goes on to state that by starting class times a little later, students will be more accurate academically and their attentiveness in class will increase dramatically. In 2014, the Washington Post reported that the American Academy of Pediatrics issued a policy recommending that the start times of high school start no earlier than 8:30 a.m. They go on to say that starting any earlier than 8:30 a.m. will reduce the academic performance of the students by 62%. Now, classes starting in the 7 o'clock hour also pose a safety issue. Campuses are often dark and secluded in some areas. Students are boarding buses at 5:30 a.m. in the morning and are arriving on campus in between 6:30 a.m. and 6:45 a.m. every morning. Now, according to StartSchoolLater.net, the majority of accidents and unreported crimes occur during these unsupervised early morning hours on campuses. So now, let's discuss how we can correct this problem. Numerous studies done by the National Sleep Foundation and the American Academy of Pediatrics support that start times are too early for teens to mentally function properly. Adjusting these start times by as little as 30 minutes in the morning will improve academic performance and will improve overall classroom attentiveness. Now, local law enforcement also supports the need for the adjustment times, as their main concern is the safety issue. Students are arriving at bus stops at 5:30 a.m. on cold, dark December mornings. This is unacceptable for students to be out this early in the morning. This adjustment of these times would ensure that the safety of all students arriving on campus. Now, visualize the difference in these students' daily lives. Imagine the difference in academics, attentiveness, and the overall safety of each one of the students that arrives on campus. There would be no more dark, secluded areas. The grades would improve. Overall atmosphere would improve. Kyla Wallstrom, director of the Center for Applied Research at the University of Minnesota, stated in 2014 that we have significant evidence that attendance improved, tardiness decreased, overall academic performance in core subjects improved across the board. Evidence is visible on all national standard tests with improvement in all areas. Now imagine every student being able to excel at their highest ability academically. Every student deserves that chance. So now I've offered a great deal of information today to support why we need this revision and this adjustment in the high school start times. High school students struggle enough academically, peer pressure, sports. Why would we want to make this any harder on them? Students deserve the opportunity to perform with no fear, arriving on a campus with no fear of any type of criminal activity going on. Delaying this start time by just 30 minutes is a tremendous step forward. I'm going to end by quoting the late, great Nelson Mandela. He stated, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." I say, let's give each student the opportunity to use that powerful weapon. Thank you.